Kia has just given us a first look at the all-new Sportage. We've been waiting for it for a while, and man, it was worth the wait. Over at the Kia News Center, the all-new Kia Sportage sets new standards with inspiring SUV design. It looks really good. We're going to get into the looks and my opinions of it here in a little bit, but what's interesting is this is at the Kia global site. If we go to the American site, there is no mention of this new Sportage, which is kind of worrying, and this looks really close, right? The Seltos looks very, very similar. So that's interesting, and one makes me wonder, is this vehicle going to come out to Korea first? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but man, we've been waiting for a while. So let's get back to the Korean media page. Like typical press releases on an all-new vehicle, they pretty much talk about design the entire time. And I'm not going to talk about the design other than us just looking through the pictures together. I think that's way more important. So the side profile, I mean, it looks like a little bit Seltos, a little bit Sorento as well. It definitely looks bigger than the outgoing Sportage, and I'm so happy. This looks so much better than outgoing Sportage. The Sportage to me has always looked ugly, frumpy, geriatric. It looked always terrible in my opinion. They definitely have taken this to the next level. The Korean designs have been very, very eye-catching lately, and I've been liking the Kia designs a little bit more than the Hyundai designs as of late. Now we have this boomerang daytime running light, which is awfully similar to the daytime running lights that we see on the new Mitsubishi Outlander, for example. So it looks a little bit Mitsubishi on the front with a little bit of Kia grille. The wheels are definitely striking. I love that they are always pushing the boundaries with new types of wheels, and just the side profile overall looks pretty good. I think the the D pillar in the very back looks overstyled. They didn't need to put this weird textured large plastic bit back there, but overall from the side it looks way better in my opinion than the Tucson. Up front, the Tucson might look a little bit better with its Cascade grille and unique daytime running lights, but from the side, man, this looks a lot better in my opinion. Now from the rear, I don't see any tailpipes. Now this is going to have hybrid variants, so they could be showing a hybrid variant here. It's just hard to say. We have the new Kia logo on the back. You guys are going to be seeing that on all new Kia vehicles going forward. The taillights look okay. You know, it's definitely keeping the theme of the bar running across. That's definitely a trend in the industry right now, but there's no illumination going on with this bar that's flowing across. These wraparound things here almost emulating some sort of really large tailpipe are a little overdone, but to me it still looks pretty good. Look at the fenders here, very muscular, and this I do enjoy the body line going through the side doors here. Just to look in a different color, I do like the white one better myself. And with this darker color, I don't feel like you can see the lines nearly as well as you could on the white car. Ooh, now into the interior. I love interiors so much. Now it looks like they've taken some design pieces from the outside of the car and put it on the inside of the car with the design of these vents. Maybe a little bit like the front or the rear fascias. It's hard to tell, but it does look like an inside out or outside in sort of design cue. We have the dual screens here, which is very, very similar to what we see in current Hyundai and Kia products. Now keep in mind, we don't have pricing, we don't have powertrains, we don't have packaging, we don't have availability, we have nothing other than these images. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the bell icon so if you're interested in new Japanese and Korean products like the Sportage, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Anyways, it looks good. I mean, the Kia interiors have been getting better. I don't know if they're quite on the same level as the Hyundai interiors at this point, but this one looks pretty good, and I do enjoy the minimalist climate control here. And there's a lot of buttons going on in this area. I don't know if I can zoom in. It doesn't look like I can zoom in and take a look here, but this is going to be your start stop button. This is going to be your drive select. It's now a rotary knob. This could be, it's hard to tell, but this could be like a sport mode knob. Different parking buttons. I'm taking a guess here, guys. I can't see it. I'll try to zoom in and post. And then over here, my guess would be, it could be heated seats or something like that. Again, if I need to edit that and post, if I can zoom in and post, I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. But overall, the interior looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind spending some time on the inside. Oh, and I just noticed the door handle. What the heck? It mirrors kind of like that fin, weird like chrome fin-like design of the vents. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely different, and I hope this is not too bright of chrome. I just reviewed the CX-9 and I literally got blinded every single time I was in the vehicle. Granted, I'm in sunny South Florida, but I should not be getting blinded by the interior trim selection of chrome in a vehicle. Hopefully this is not too bright here. I see that it's surrounded by glossy black. And it could be more of an aluminum non-reflective surface, which I'm hoping, but even then glossy black isn't nearly as bright as that chrome in the CX-9. Last look at the interior. Again, it does look like this is the heated and maybe ventilated seat buttons here. Better look at the climate control. I do really like these heating and cooling knobs. I don't see a volume knob. Time to get in the powertrains. This is going to be a departure of the outgoing Sportage, which had a few different powertrains. In North America, just a reminder, we had two inline-4 choices, a naturally aspirated 2.4 liter that is going to be replaced by a slightly larger naturally aspirated engine we'll talk about. And there was a turbocharged 2-liter engine, and that produced 240 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. Again, we don't know what's going to be in this new Sportage, but if we take a page out of Hyundai's book with the new Tucson, I think that's indicative of what we'll see with this vehicle. So I made a quick little spreadsheet, nothing too detailed, just kind of the basics here. We have our different engine options, what I'm expecting for the new Sportage. It is going to be pulled over from the Tucson. We have the 2.5 liter inline 4, a 0.1 liter increase in displacement. We're going to have a new 8-speed automatic. Power is 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. I'm expecting 28 miles per gallon. That's what the Tucson gets with this engine. Price is going to be, I'm guessing, mirroring the Hyundai Tucson, which is $25,000 to $36K with this specific engine, front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, all the different packages. There are two hybrid options, which I'm expecting to get as well. We have a hybrid 1.6 liter turbo, a 6-speed automatic transmission with an electric motor, 226 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, 36 miles per gallon. And you can get this for $29,000 to $37,000 depending on the trim level. Now we will be getting a plug-in hybrid as well, at least of the Tucson, so I'm expecting this to get it. And we don't know pricing and we don't know availability. I'm expecting availability to be sometime this summer, which it's already summer, so maybe by the end of summer. It's just hard to say, but it's taking the exact same hybrid setup, but putting a bigger battery in it, so we get 28 miles of plug-in range. Your fuel economy isn't going to be quite as good, so I'm going to put maybe 34 miles per gallon here, because the battery is going to add maybe 300 or so pounds to the vehicle. And we're going to be getting an increase in the price. Again, I'm just taking a stab depending on the trim level, anywhere from 32 to 40K. Just my guess. Now, what about a 2-liter turbo GT option? I would expect there to be a GT line with this option over here, the naturally aspirated. But there's also a possibility of a full-blown GT with the 276 horsepower 2-liter turbo that we see in like the Kona N, for example. That's definitely a possibility. It would be by far the worst fuel economy in the options here, but that's what you give up for ultimate performance. And who knows what it would cost, 35K plus? Could be over 40K, not quite sure. Which powertrain would you guys be most excited for? I am excited overall for the new Sportage. It looks a little bit bigger. It looks more masculine. It doesn't look boring or ugly anymore, which is a huge improvement over the old Sportage. I'm excited to see how this will do in sales for Kia, and I'm excited to see what the official details are going to be, since other than interior and exterior design, we know no official details. Hopefully we get it by the end of this year. That would be nice. Guys, I'll see you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and peace out.